Hey, it's Rex and MG.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is Google News Ranger, episode 12.
The finale.
I think it's a finale.
Yes.
I never actually checked if it was 13 or not, but I think it's a finale. So, last time we had the death of Patrolla?
Yes. Question mark.
Yeah.
We also have Fighter D being like, I'm gonna take on Blue Boy. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes, he just burst through the walls. Like, Blue is kind of like tired, you know? Mm-hmm. And you brought up a good point where he doesn't need to sleep.
No.
So
Fighter D, yes.
Fighter D doesn't need to sleep, sorry. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I thought in this case he doesn't need to sleep, but I do remember he did get tired while running track around the train.
That's true.
Yes.
So they can tire.
Yes. So stamina is a thing. However, he cannot sleep.
Do the guys know he's a fighter? Because remember that whole thing with the weapons, the arms. Like, was any of that visualized by the others?
Yeah, I think they actually don't know because we got several comments talking about the separate scenes that I brought up as instances where they should know by now. Like, for instance, Patrolla calling D by his actual name. D never actually acknowledged that his name was Fighter D, so it's kind of keeping plausible deniability. And also, in the manga, Arabi actually asks Fighter D where he gets all those gadgets from, the fake ones that got destroyed, and he just ignores him. Since the situation they're in is still dangerous, everyone kind of moves past it. So in the anime, they didn't make it clear, but D was hiding his hands the entire fight to not reveal that he was a fighter.
Wow.
So it's just, he's really good with it.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my god. Yeah, so that makes sense. All right.
But yeah, so guys, let's get into it. Guys, if you like this time here, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Remember our page down below to watch this full thing uncut with us. Also, I'd like to remind you, as this show is ending, that we are starting Oshinoko this Wednesday. If you're interested in that, season 2. We saw season 1 and it was awesome.
It was great.
So thank you very much. We'll see you in discussion.
Oh,
Ooh.
Never stop Fighter D. That's way higher than it should be.
yeah.
Is this back? This is 13
years ago. The title is Never Stop Fighting, right?
Yes.
Is this where he's born? What? What?
Huh.
He was born?
They just wake up one day.
Oh. They all just woke up here?
こいつらを使ってそれを埋めろと。
Apparently.
Oh, they just made
盾
them.
にはなるか。我ら怪人の使命は世界征服にあり。それを妨げる。
Age 0.
Didn't we just ask this question last episode? How old he was?
He's 13.
He's 13.
A few months later. Oh, defeated.
Wow.
Wow. Man's only had a mom and a dad for a month. Oh.
人と怪人共に手を取って生きていこうじゃないか。お前たちはもう敵じゃない。
Okay. And then this floating thing.
Yeah.
幹部様はきっと生きている。地上で我々をお待ちのはずだ。幹部様、今行きます。あいつ
The
ら
ones who left.
死にに行くようなもんだ。ドラゴンキーパーに逆らったらどうなるか知ってるだろう。
貴様は来ないのか。
Oh, excellent.
XX?
分かってん
The
のか。
only female one?
無断で下に降りればシングで殺される。
承知の上だ。
お前らのやることが間違ってるとは思わない。だが幹部の連中に
It's pretty
命をかける価値があるとも思えね
And where we started with them. Yeah, with our monster.
It looks less derpy than I remember.
Yeah.
待てってまだ
Oh.
ドラゴンキーパーと戦うシーンじゃない。まずは民間人を襲うふりだ。
Oh, it's a different fight.
30分しかない。段取りよくいくぞ。
He's very lackluster about it.
俺はなんだ。俺は僕が先に大戦隊を正しめせ。
No.
感謝するぜ桜間。心からそう思うよ。
Wow.
あの時お前の作戦に乗ってよかった。
He's changing back.
桜間弟じゃないな。俺は正真正銘の大怪人様だ。
Wow, it's cool. It's the intro. We're here.
今ここでお前を撃ち取る。
Yeah, I don't see this going your way, man.
てめえが戦闘員 D。あの時殺しきれてなかったんだな。目の前に出てきてくれて嬉しいぜ。 今度こそきっちり始末でき
I
る
don't know what is going on here. What are you doing?
Real hurt.
幹部戦でのダメージが残ってるみたいだな。またなんて言わせねえぞ。俺にとっちゃ絶好の機会。
Yeah, yeah. Just go. Just go.
ここでお前をやらないと幹部以上に面倒なことになる気がするんだ
Then the boss monster.
そうだ、戦おうぜ。
Thank you.
せっかくここまで来たんだ。
Oh my gosh, why'd you let him do
死には
that?
しねえ
Everything.
人類の敵を全力で排除する
Yeah, I don't.
It's those things again.
All right.
I don't know what his plan is.
He dodged.
Ooh.
Ah.
Ooh.
Wow. Good job.
Yeah.
And he
マ
still
ー
has
スト
this
ホル
thing.
ムそいつをどこで知ったか知らねえが
You just
所
figured
詮
it
は
out.
一般隊員の汎用兵器
It's just a generic
唯
thing.
一無二の俺様の神具竜神を操る力には遠く及ばねえ
Dragon God.
Dragon God. Oh my God.
Wow, he's dodging really well. Hasn't lost any pieces yet. Okay.
Okay.
Spoke too soon. Dragon God, eh?
何も失うことはない
Again?
That was orphanage. Someone happened to the orphanage.
Yeah.
He had no plan. Mans had no plan. He was running off of motivation and ego. That was great.
Oh crap.
Oh, he's gonna drown him now.
Okay.
Oh.
He bursted it with the burst form. Oh. Okay.
He is learning strategy, man.
かかったいけけんじゃねえ
He's right behind you.
ルキーパー様、お覚悟。
Oh,
Nice.
how did he get up so fast?
一瞬遅れたな。
Ooh.
戦闘員なめんじゃねえぞ。
Oh, he has a blocker thing.
That,
Alright.
that thing.
The card.
おや、
Oh.
Out of power.
Oh no.
How?
Oh.
そこを離れろ
Oh no. Fighter D getting dirty now. No? Oh, he's actually stepping away.
俺とお前の勝負だろ。外野はいら
Oh,
ね
getting some respect maybe?
卑怯な擬態しやがったくせに
Take his
Yo, use
weapon,
it.
maybe?
え。あれは俺の能力だ。
So it's fine.
True.
俺は世界征服を企む悪で、奴を阻止する正義のヒーロー。戦況はシンプル。
Yeah. What it's meant to be.
これこそが。
Oh, that's what she always wanted to die like this?
Be in this fight. Oh. He stabbed him though.
Who did that?
That has to be yellow.
Blue is dead!
Oh my God! I didn't think.
Who shot him?
Who shot him?
Petrona!
よくやった D。おいブルー、まだ終わらないよな。
What?
これくらい平気だろ。
これか罰か失うものに目をつぶって
こんな形で勝ったって意味がない。こんな傷、お前
正義の悪も半端者の俺様が本物の悪に負けたそれだけの話だ
The real evil of that dragon.
What? The real
He
evil?
said, I lost to that real evil of the dragon.
キーパー。おい、勝手に死ぬんじゃねえ。俺と戦え。さて、私たち
Kill Stealer, kill him.
X 戦闘員 D、今一度己の立場を思い返すがいい。戦闘員は我々幹部が生み出した。
すまない D。私はこういう生き方しか知らない。
Oh, he's just transporting.
Yeah.
I thought he was taking over her body.
That's what I thought. It looked like
Same.
it because she has the cracks.
Yeah. Maybe just because she had to crack her mouth
Yeah,
open.
tore it open.
青島、
He actually cares.
Does he?
残念だよ。
We'll find out.
5人なら
Dang.
Oh, of course.
お前のタッパが理想のバランスを生んでいたのに
This
さ。
fight.
Yeah.
怪人との戦争がまた始まる。
Oh.
戦力が必要だ。まずはあの候補生のガキどもから引き上げ
Yeah.
るとす
What
る。
about all the cadets?
まだ生体院にも慣れてないのに。
とも最終日の子雲は戦闘員が擬態した姿だった。
どういうことだ。子熊が怪人で怪人が子熊で。
尻尾を割っちゃった
Thinking's not your strong suit. It's okay.
ランマルはたった一人で幹部に立ち向かい、そして返り討ちにあったって。
Like they can't say killed.
Yeah.
Where is his gun?
だがな、幹部に腹を貫かれた直後、
Lead with
何
that,
者
man.
かが教官の元へランマルを運んでくれた。
Someone transported him. It's probably XX.
逃げた戦闘員は必ず見つけ出して敵を取ってやるからな。
私たちはまだその資格はないんだけどね。
まさかお前らに負けるとはな。ひとまず任せたぞ、生体院様。
All right.
大丈夫だよね。
Oh, so only they got
なんだ
promoted
ってあ
still.
の幹部を倒したんだから。です。やっぱり私。
ユキノさんは十分資格ありさ。僕が保証する。
石川さんと小熊くんの意思を引き継ぐ
Which
よ。
makes sense.
これからが本番です。そうだ。俺たちの戦い
No,
は終
right,
わら
they
ない。
haven't settled anything.
怪人を滅ぼすその日まで。
His fighter shadow.
どこまで秘密を守りきれるかな。
Creepy lady.
Yes.
例のもののダッシュに成功したようです。ブ
What?
ルーを失い、大戦隊は混乱をきたしています。
大戦隊はアットホームでフレンドリーな風通しのいい職場だぜ。言えよ。どこの組織から送り込まれた。
He just left the
I
phone.
wouldn't have pushed that, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, he is human.
Dang.
All right. Infiltrators.
待たせたな。
Is he covered in
あの野郎。最後まで口を割らないとはな。さて、お前たちもうすうす感づいているとは思うが、大戦隊に裏切り者がいる。
俺たちのトップが死んだのがそれほど愉快か。
Yeah, she can't hold her happiness.
鈴木てめえは俺たち大戦隊の敵って認識でいいんだな。てめえが怪人に肩入れする理由は何だ。
He's just asking her straight up.
だな。仲間を疑うの？
しらばっくれんじゃねえ。怪人に奪われたはずの赤の寝具のカートリッジ。てめえが持ってたのが何よりの証拠だ。
なんて使った時点で君も共犯だよ。君の目的のためにはそれ
His goal.
あった方がいいんじゃない？
今更返せっつっても遅えさ。
いいよ。
Oh.
今はね。新しいのが手に入ったから。
Oh, she got that one too.
あと4人。ドラゴンキーパーは俺が全員始末する。
Where is Hibiki? Oh, is this Hibiki?
Oh, is this Hibiki?
In a
Oh my gosh, she's okay.
mostly okay?
大戦隊のことは信じてますけど、ちょっと心配ですね。
Oh.
The burns.
Oh, that was the last episode. Okay.
All right.
Oh my gosh, he's alive. He's alive.
No wonder no one can recognize him.
Yeah.
Discussion.
Discussion.
That's season 1.
Season 1.
Season 1.
Blue actually died.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't expect that.
Same. I wasn't. Whoa.
It just didn't feel like it would happen. Like this is not the type of show where this guy dies right here.
Yeah.
But I guess I felt the same for Ishikawa. I didn't think he died.
Yeah,
either.
that was a surprise too that they took him out. I guess they were just finding people to kill.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well. Now we start with a flashback of 13 years ago where the
When he
fighters
was
came
born.
into existence.
Yeah.
They just woke up one day.
Yeah, what's
like,
weird
who
is
knew?
that they were kind of like, they didn't ask who am I first. They were like, where am I? Who are you?
Yeah.
And then they were like, hang on, why do I look like this? You know, it's kind of like there was somebody beforehand.
Because they have like entire like personalities and everything. It's not like they had to develop one. They just came into being with one. Very unique personalities.
I have a guess.
Me too.
I have a big theory, overarching theory. So we know now that like Blue has like the captured dragon god or whatever. What if it seems like there were people along with the dragons at the time.
Yes.
That they got destroyed, and maybe they killed them and like burned them,
but they didn't actually
and then
die.
they were ashes, and then the boss monsters took those ashes and turned them into dusters. It's like, here are people now.
I was thinking a similar line where the old leader human looking ones were the reincarnated as dusters. I was thinking pretty much that.
Oh, I didn't expect to go there at all, but that's interesting. You can explain the whole, dust, right? Dusters.
And Suzukiri, right? The girl?
Yes.
Suzukiri is a descendant of them, we find out as well. A remnant.
It
Maybe a
explains her
child.
attachment as well.
Yeah, why she's not exactly good. She's not exactly bad. Kind of like Fighter D, where he's just like, I'm a monster, because that's what I've always been since H0.
That's what I do. Yeah.
And maybe the dragon gods weren't necessarily just paragons of justice, because we also had that one line from Blue as he died. It's like, maybe this is my punishment, the true evil of the dragon gods, or something like that. Which he could just be saying, like, this is retribution from them, but maybe there's a part of them that, maybe they're like nature, right? They're not good or bad, it just is.
When you're editing, repeat whatever they said there, because I didn't hear that part at all very clearly. But yeah,
my theory as to where they come from is tied to the intro, because in the intro we see like little chibi almost versions of them everywhere. I wonder if like that's inside of whatever that crystal is that we see floating in the center, and there's monsters that exist on another plane of existence, and you can draw them to this one, and the boss monsters did that with them.
interesting. That would be that could be a good theory too.
Yeah.
Because we kids just keep looking at the crystal.
Yeah.
Nobody else is looking at it, just us. So it's like, what is it about? It could definitely be like, and why haven't they just destroyed that giant thing? I guess it's a part of the ruse. Like they keep coming down from there to fight them, but I think there's something about that crystal. Maybe they can't touch it, the dragon keepers. Like maybe they can't do anything about it. They just are trying to control the minds of the fighters to make them think that they're under subservient, kind of thing.
Yeah, could do that, and also they're so easy to kill. Like they don't need to destroy the spawn points. Like they want them to work with them, right? So just kill the ones that go wayward.
Right.
Which we saw finally what
A bunch
XX was
of them.
talking about. So like a group left to go do what they were supposed to do.
A lot of them left. So they're hiding. They're all around,
Yes.
just like XX.
Yeah.
I'd imagine by now most of them are probably dead if XX was on her own here at this building.
I'm still wondering about pink hair girl,
Pink hair girl.
because like she has not taken one hit at all.
Oh, the cadet.
pink hair one, the one that
Cadet. Yes.
flipped around, right?
Yes, the one who was fighting big guy, and she's like, I surrender.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. We haven't seen her get a scratch.
That'd be a pleasant surprise that there's been another one this whole time.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of cogs at play, though, so it could also be that, maybe not necessarily her, but someone else on the team is also a spy for one of these organizations.
Yes.
Because I don't think that guy that Red killed had anything to do with Yellow.
No, I don't think so. I think it's like a totally different set of people, and he's talking about which organization. So there's a group.
There's a
There are
lot
like
of
a
them.
bunch of them that are trying to fight against him. They're probably underground and stuff, and they've been trying to infiltrate for a while. So I wonder if Suzukiri's like she's probably like an independent who like feeds information to different ones that benefit her.
Yes, because she's just trying to collect the weapons. I'm assuming in order to release the dragons again.
Like, revive them somehow.
And what is her deal being so open in front of Tokito? Like
She knew that it
smiling
would be
around.
mutually assured destruction if he even said anything.
Because he
Oh.
took the cartridge, apparently. She was like, well, since you took the cartridge and you didn't say anything, now you're an accessory, basically.
I don't get that though. Took the cartridge from her?
Yes, she gave him the cartridge, the Blue's cartridge.
She gave that was
Yes.
Blue's cartridge. I
Yes.
thought that was Red's cartridge.
No.
Oh.
Because we've only seen Blue have cartridges. He's
Yeah,
the
I
only
know.
one with the bones.
Yeah, I know, but I don't understand the connection. Like, why would she give him the cartridge?
Because he's working towards his own goal for some other reason.
Yeah, I still don't get it, but whatever.
I think he also though said like he found it. But
That's what I thought.
It came from her.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like he was searching her things or something and found it. But then I think what I understood is because he found it and never reported it immediately, instead he came to her, then it would look bad, like she could make him look bad kind of thing. But that doesn't make any sense to me either, because like the only thing that makes sense, the reason he didn't do it is because he has some goal or whatever.
Yes.
But then he still can't do it because it would ruin his goals somehow. I don't know.
Well, I think he actually is doing something else that would get him killed if they found out.
Okay, that would
So
make
he
sense.
could pin it on her, but she called his bluff. Whereas like you can't call me out because
Because
they're
I
gonna
know.
ask you about like why did you keep it? And
Right.
then you're blown up now.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
But we also know that Tokito he was also from the orphanage that we later see
Yes.
is destroyed.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
Something
wondering if
happened.
that's something to do with like taking on the mantle of the dragon keeper. It has to like everything you love has to be destroyed or something like that.
I think it might have to do with the fact that the previous Blue Keeper, he said he was personally taking care of the orphanage.
Yes.
And so
With
once
his
he was
own
taken
money.
out, the money dries up.
And that's what I was gonna say as well. He said he turned his back on
A blind eye, yeah.
a blind eye. Right.
He probably didn't step up when he needed to.
Right. They were probably running out of money now that the old Blue Keeper couldn't run it anymore, and he didn't take over the mantle. And just like, listen, I have other things to do. And then they ended up having to close. So I don't think like I was thinking something like destruction, but no, I think they just closed.
Yeah, and that would connect to Tokito, because if Tokito grew up there, maybe he feels bitter about the way things went down.
Yeah, or maybe saw how what's his actual Blue Keeper got unconscious because
Right.
we didn't get any
What
information on
happened there?
that, and I'm pretty sure it was Red Keeper who did it.
Red Keeper, speaking of which, like, you don't know how I feel about losing a comrade. He was the perfect height. Like, come on, right in front of the guy. Like, he does not
doesn't
hide.
care.
He does not hide his like lack of humanity at all.
He
My
killed the
gosh.
last junior first class.
Yes.
And this guy's only acting in the position.
Yes.
So,
And he's trying so hard to suck up.
yeah. Like all these years, I needed to join. You don't understand why. It's important.
Yes.
Just for the design.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm more really starting to think like I wonder how old he is, like how long he's been around, because if he is just like the recent 13 years, or
Yeah.
if he's been here a while and like been using the dragon god's powers to keep himself young.
I thought I saw in what's her name, the blue first class, not blue, green first class, the one who eats stuff.
yeah.
She looked like she had a flashback where she was looking at him as a
Yes.
cadet.
Oh, him as a cadet.
Yes.
I saw she was looking at someone.
Red?
Red as a cadet, I thought, because he was smiling and he had brown hair and he was wearing white. It looked like a cadet.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
It was just now, and
Yeah.
it was real quick.
Yeah, it was. I saw her little flashback too.
Oh.
It's when she was looking at a screen
And I think it was right after she went "Arr," on
on the wall, right?
and it made no sound. It was a little underwhelming.
Yeah, it's just funny because it's anime. Is it that he's not aging, or is it just because they're anime characters, they are aging, but they look the same for 20 years?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I do lean towards Red's a monster of some kind.
Same.
It would be poetic if it was just a human monster that found a way to be immortal, but I think he is an actual monster.
Yeah, I think he was the one who probably was like, "Let's take the dragon's
Yes.
stuff," and he got something from it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
that makes sense.
or he's an original boss monster who is masquerading as a human because he wants to lead stuff.
Or he was like he wasn't a fully underling, but like he was just under whoever was in charge,
boss
and
monster.
he was like mad about not ever being able to be up higher, and he gets this new power and then takes over as a human.
Gets a spotlight.
Yeah, he gets the spotlight.
Which, speaking of which, by the way, so the boss monster's floating palace thing, the chains are from them. It's a prison this whole time. It's being
Yeah.
chained to that one spot. It's supposed to be flying in space.
Yeah.
Oh. Also, Petrola is still alive
Yes. Oh,
and
gosh.
swallowed by XX.
Yes.
XX is protecting Petrola.
But she actually is remorseful a little bit, though,
Yeah,
of having
she's
to
like-
leave him.
Yes,
She's
all
just like,
she
"This is
knows.
the only way I know how to live."
I mean, yeah, she was born the same time they were all born. Like she's just got a different mindset about it.
Yeah.
Fighter D has always been quite detached from everything.
He's always wanted his own thing.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to find out where they really come from, like why he's the way he is.
Maybe Suzukiri, like going back to my first theory, maybe Suzukiri recognized him in human form, which is why she approached him. She's like, "Do you want to become? Or are you here to see the Sunday Showdown?" Maybe that was his original human form.
Yes.
When before he was killed by the dragon.
That was related to my point. Like whoever he came from, I was thinking he came from some higher up position person than was reformed into the fighter. Like probably like just like we were talking about being one of the leader whatever's. So maybe that you're right. Like maybe she does recognize that form. She's like, I can use this one. But it's like the memories were gone. Like they have some part of their being, but they don't have their full.
Yeah.
These like they don't remember. They remember just enough to be a person, but not enough to like remember I need to be in charge. And that would inform also why he has this strong need to just do his own thing. Like he was just such a headstrong person and just like being independent because that's the type of person he was before.
Yeah.
And he feels a need to be doing specific things.
Yes.
Because when he was fighting Blue, he's like, this feels right.
Yes.
Like this is what he was meant to be doing. And he didn't even care necessarily if he was going to die in that situation.
No, it was just
he was
loved
like,
it.
no, this is me and you standing up to each other, about to kill each other. This is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I could feel him for the kill steals. Like, he's like, no, not like this. It was feel like this is my victory.
Yeah.
Like, it was oddly sad, a little sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like, we're both supposed to, go out in a blaze of glory us together. Like this weird camaraderie thing of like trying to kill each other.
Hero and monster, there's a certain honor to it.
Yes.
But troll a bastard.
Yes.
Also, Suzukiri got Blue's weapon.
Yes.
She got a second one. And Hibiki's alive.
Hibiki is alive and he's in the slums and he's looking very serious.
Listen to the radio, keeping tabs.
His hair was dyed black, by the way.
Oh,
I don't know if you
I
saw
didn't
it.
notice. No, I just saw his face.
Oh yeah.
I just saw his face and his eyes blazing.
Question is his eyes blazing because Blue died and he was like, that's not part of the plan, or is he like something went down?
I think he's a little bit mad about the way things are happening.
Yeah, probably.
Because even in Dee's memories or dream or whatever you want to call it, he was like smacking away Hibiki's hand. He's like, I'm not doing it your way. His way was finding a way to cooperate. Killing this guy is making things worse.
Yeah.
The only person who Hibiki I can see getting banned killing would probably be Red, because Red is just so headstrong in the way he's doing things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think next season we're going to see Hibiki become actually active.
Probably.
That would be
most
great.
likely. With his one-handed.
I forgot about that.
I would not be surprised if he's just like an amazing combatant. But he just, everyone kind of thinks that he's not because of the way he acts, but he's probably
super
dedicated.
Pacifist, yeah.
True. And now that he's mad, he might actually do something.
Yeah.
Also, we still have like all the other dragon keepers. They're probably going to be on their guard now. Like Pink and... I keep thinking of Pink. She scares me. Like, for real.
She's crazy.
And creepy.
All she could think about is where her brother is. She didn't even pay attention to anything else going on. Like, she was just on her phone.
Yeah.
Did he ever get back to it?
No, never went back.
I don't think so.
I think the next Dragon Keeper to go down is probably going to be Green.
Green.
Oh, yeah, he's kind of like there. Even Yellow, not really there, We have to learn a little bit more about them.
Yeah.
Because we started learning about Blue, like at the meeting, because with the girl, the way he interacted with her.
Yeah.
And it's just a little bit about the others, not really that much.
Question: how many of these dragon do you think we're actually gonna kill all the dragon keepers, or if some of them are gonna defect?
Some will probably defect. I doubt we'll ever actually kill all of them.
Yeah, that I think killing all of them would be too much in terms of like Hibiki's plan. I feel like we kind of have to balance between the two plans. I think in a meta sense.
I think we're at least gonna not kill Hibiki's sister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Can't kill her. Or maybe she's kind of weird.
Although maybe when she finds out it's Hibiki's plan, she's like, okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, she was cool with it when he was being a bit more assertive about what he wanted. She was actually proud of him.
Yeah. But I almost see that as her just being like, we're going to fight to the death together, Hibiki. That's kind of what I saw it as. Not necessarily like she was proud of him doing justice.
Yeah, not necessarily justice. Just, yeah. Who do you think is going to be the new Blue Keeper? Because we know height's a big deal apparently, and the current junior is really
not
short.
good.
He's
Yeah.
a dwarf.
Yeah. And she's incapacitated as well.
Kano?
So, who?
Kane?
Oh, Kano, the guy, right?
The Afro guy.
The Afro guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kono.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Or Mr. Melty Boy.
All right. He's still short.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I do see if Red has say in it, he specifically picks Kono, and then everyone else like forms an internal faction of the short girl with the two who are at her bedside.
Oh, yeah.
Like we're gonna do things our own way, like start being subversive.
Ooh. But yeah, are we gonna rate the show?
Yes.
It's gonna be a couple of years for season 2.
Oh.
Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
But you can go ahead.
Sure. I think it's a solid A show. I don't know if that is an S tier. It's really good, but they're not really. I don't feel enough qualities to make it S, and I can't quite put my finger on it exactly. You guys could probably say more than me, but I just feel like it's a solid A. It's a good show, very enjoyable. Love the music, especially from the beginning. I was so confused by the circus music, but it makes sense after a while. Like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. This is an entire circus, you know. So a great show, very enjoyable from start to finish, and it's very confusing. Like, there's so many questions. There are a lot of questions that from transferring from manga to anime that they didn't quite do that well, but I still enjoyed it, and even not understanding everything, I'm still happy with the show. So yeah, solid A.
Okay.
My rating would be, I wouldn't say solid A. It barely skitters into A, just past the line for me. Like it's such a, like the plot line and the way things are, like if I explain this, it would sound like such a B tier anime, but it's presentation and it's actual, like the actual doing of it and seeing it, it's keeps me entertained the whole time, and I'm still excited every single time we get to watch a new episode. So I'm gonna say an A.
It's funny because for those same reasons, I felt like it's a B. Like a middle of the road B.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than the average anime, but I do feel a lot of averageness coming off of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do feel a lot of averageness coming off of it. Like the fight scenes themselves, there are a couple of moments where it's pretty good, but otherwise there's a whole lot of, I don't see anything that sets it apart. What sets it apart is the unique nature of the plot. It's definitely unique in that regard. I am very compelled to see what Fighter D is going to do. I think his character progression has been extremely good.
It's been wonderful.
His
amazing.
character progression, despite the other things that I consider really average, is probably A tier level or S tier actually, in terms of when you compare it to other shows, characters actually changing over time.
Yeah.
I believed that he's someone who
believe it.
knew nothing and he learned over time.
Yeah.
This last episode was a bit much with him being amazingly good at fighting. Well, not amazingly good. He seemed more
being able to-
impressive than we saw before.
True.
But I can believe that he trained, and I can believe from his fight with Shion that he had his abilities, and you have to consider Blue as handicapped or something like that. But yeah, the visuals weren't fantastic either. I don't need visuals to be fantastic, but that's just another thing going against it. The sound was... It's a weird complaint, but the sound didn't quite do it for me. I felt like the sound could have been crispier, could have been snappier.
Yeah, I can see that.
And yeah, it's definitely good though.
Yeah,
it is good. It's just I don't think I would put it in what I consider an A tier. But
I understand.
But it's still good. And if season 2 were to come around, I definitely watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, guys, thank you guys very much for being with us through this entire season. And if you guys are interested in anything else, the channel has loads of other shows that we're watching right now, like Battle Evergarden, Stein Skates, Oshinoko coming this Wednesday right now. And also remember, check out the movie, which the movie should come out actually either tomorrow, and that movie is going to be, I think it's Ghost in the Shell, right?
Yes.
Ghost in the Shell will be up on the channel, and Train to Busan is going to be up on Patreon. So guys, thank you guys very much. We'll see you in the discussion. See you in the city. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
Special thanks to our patrons: NC Hawksfan, Michael Wolf, Frederick, Ruben Philemel, Ollie Perkson, Brandon, Psycho 6, Eric Willett, Carries King, Andrews Medina, Deli, Eric Barnett, Mauve, Jamal Wilson, 3279, Algarion, Tyrone, JD310, Lizer, JK, Johan G, Jose Alfonso Guerrero, and Mephisto.